everyone, welcome to another episode of Deck Building, and today we will be deck building enough for anywhere from 7 to 8 players, because I think one of the biggest problems the Town of Salem has is it doesn't have a good way to build a game that's fun for 7 to 8. Now, the first thing that we're going to want to do, obviously, is go here and start adding all the common towns that we want. We're gonna want 4 common towns. We are going to want one coven. Where's the deception? Where's deception? Coven deception. Where's coven deception? There it is. One coven deception and one coven utility. I do not think that needs anything other than those two. What else would make a good? What else would be good here? Here's my hottest take. When you're in this type of situation, you add an arsonist. An arsonist definitely makes the town a little bit more uppity. Now, coven deception here basically counterparts every single person. So you can have the coven deception, let's be honest. We're going to want to have either a Medusa or we're going to want to have a enchanter. Anything else is kind of garbage. So we're going to put these two here, but this is not what we're doing. So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the last one that we're going to want to add is always going to be an Annie. I think this works well. I don't think there's any use for neutral evil. Neutral evil basically comes to counteract big lobbies. In small lobbies, it doesn't serve the same purpose. So enchanters and Medusas serve a larger purpose in these types of lobbies. So you have, obviously, we're going to remove 2 common towns because we are going to want random. We're going to want a random investigative, because random investigative definitely does everything that we want it to do. Actually, remove also those 2 because we want a town power to have a chance to spawn in. So a town investigative, 2 random towns, and of course we're going to add 1 town killing, because that town killing can be anything. Now, obviously the enchanter and Medusa, I think I have a higher regard for the enchanter in this case. Coven utility could be anything. Coven utility could be the necromancer, which is very broken. Actually, not that broken the more I think about it in small lists. It gets better in bigger lists. But you have things like the potion master. You have roles like the voodoo master. No, that's coven deception, I think. But you definitely have poisoner, which is very strong. You have roles like, I think that's it. I think necromancer, poisoner, and potion master. Very powerful roles. All 3 of them. I think in this case, the potion master is obviously the best one, but you can do something with the necromancer and you can do something with the poisoner. What else would be good in this type of list? Because the way I envision it is the enchanter and the coven utility, the enchanter and the coven utility, that's your first kill night 1, right? They kill 1, then it's 3, 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2, 3, and there's an Eddie. The Any is important because the Any basically puts a monkey wrench into anybody who's trying to figure out numbers of who has what town where. So we're obviously going to have to start banning roles, like the Dreamweaver has to be banned 100% because it doesn't serve any true purpose in small lists. Another role that has to be banned, in my opinion, is going to be the Jinx. The Jinx just doesn't vibe with this list. Hot take, go to neutrals, we ban the Werewolf. Werewolf is just way too slow. Where are you, Wolfie? And this role. I think if I was making a list with the Any, I would ban the Werewolf, the Jinx, the Dreamweaver. Obviously, the Doomsayer needs to be banned because the Doomsayer does not have a chance to actually do anything. So the Doomsayer is always going to be the type of guy who's not going to make it to the end of the game and win. Jesters can stay. Executioners can stay. I think Pirate can also be banned because Pirate will have the easiest time out. I think it's either Executioner or Jester. I think that's fine. I think Soul Collector is fine. I think all of them, everything here is fine. Coven here. I think everything here is fine except for the Dreamweaver, and you know what? The Hexmaster can also go. Hexmaster in this case is going to get an easy way out. It's a powerful attacker, I don't think it needs it, because the any could be anything, and we want to make sure that it's not overpowering the town in small numbers. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So night 1, enchanter kills 1, and then you have 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. The arsonist usually will have a douse or will not have a douse due to reasons, but the arsonist is an important key because it can win. Coven utility can find it, but it can't do anything about it. I think the odds of there being a witch is fine. I don't think it's terrible, because once the witch is found, the next night the arsonist just ignites. There's nothing they can do about it. So I don't think that's necessarily terrible. Conjurer is terrible. Conjurer needs to be banned in this type of role list, because they kill one, they kill another, and then it's 2v2 v2, and nobody's going to vote up anybody. The Conjurer can go. Writ can stay because Writ has slower killing power than the Conjurer. If you're stupid enough to fully claim you deserve to die, that's obviously an obvious. Does anything here really counter this role list from them? Admirer can stay, but Admirer is kind of slow. So they basically have 1 or 2, more like 1 night. Because by the second night, they're probably going to die or anything like that. Coroner banned because it's just way too slow. That's an obvious. Prosecutor can stay. I think the Pilgrim... Yeah, I didn't even see that over there. Pilgrim can stay because it obviously won't spawn in. Seer, Retributionist, I think same thing as a Necromancer. Won't live long enough. So we have the Enchanter and we have the Coven utility. Enchanter has the option to counteract whatever Retributionists can be. Vigilante is good here. Veteran is good here. We have the Trapper, who's very decent here. Trickster is very good. Tracker is decent. Tavern Keeper is insane. But I don't want any rules to spawn in off the bat. I think that's a little bit too powerful. I think having a town killing is enough. Spy is terrible here, but I think it can make for interesting games. Socialite is insane here. Again, not much you can do. Sheriff is good. Seer is very bad here, but I say keep it. Attribution is good. Psychic is bad because night 1, 1 kill, you're down to 7 players, right? Night 2, 6 players, 1 out of 3. Everybody already has everything figured out. You're just delaying the inevitable. Oracle is insane because night 1 they do Oracle, so they have the chance to survive. Coven thinks they're arsonist or anything like that. Arsonists can also claim that they're TP in this case because who knows what, you know? You have a Monarch. Monarch can be good here. Mayor can be insane here. Marshal is banned for obvious reasons. Wait, I hope I banned Marshal. Marshal needs to go. Definitely ban Marshal here. Because night 1, 1 kill. Night 2, they basically start going on a rampage. And if there's a TK who is a Trickster or a TP, they can go on them. And if not, well, sucks to suck. But it is what it is. Lookout is definitely good here. Jailer is very good here. Investigator good. Deputy has 2 targets. Night 1 you kill. Night 2 there is a 1 out of 6 chance that you get your hit right. Well, obviously you use whatever information you can, but that's the whole point of the game. Everybody needs to use their information and their role to get everything skewed to their favor. Amnesiac. Hot take. No, I was about to say that we shouldn't put it in, but the more I think about it, it actually can stay. Admirer, too slow. Add to the ban list. Oh, I'm already full in the ban list? There are worse roles. I think this ban list is good. Dreamweaver, Jinx, Werewolf, Doomsayer, Pirate, Hexmaster, Conjurer. Hexmaster needs to go because it makes the game real fast. Conjurer needs to go because it takes the numbers down way too fast. Coroner, Psychic, Marshal. Now, the only way they have to deal with the arsonist is obviously to use whatever power they have of telling the town, okay, we need to figure out who the arsonist is and take them out. They need to be like, we are Coven, but arsonist is more important. An arsonist can say, I have nobody doused, you can kill the Coven. I think this role list really puts in perspective just how powerful any's are in set lists, because set lists can basically be skewed down to just count the numbers and end the game. But what if it's 5 versus 3? Then it gets a little bit more interesting. 4v2 v1. The ending can be anything, and that's what I love about it. And I think this role list really works well for 8 players, and I think it would make all the difference. So we are going to say, call it the 8th player list. We're going to go here, and we are going to save it. Yes. Thank you. And that's how I would build an 8-player list. Obviously, every person has their own opinions about how these lists should look, and write down in the comments below what you think it should be. All right.